Welcome back, Five Aces.
Hey people, Five Aces here. Welcome to Noobville Population myself. We're back in company of Heroes 2, and fresh off the top of the ladder, I'm standing on the shoulders of giants, and I'm gonna spectate over their shoulders as well. So let's dive right in, head first, and spectate a match that probably is going to deliver in a big way. This is gonna be for the British forces of IncaUna, whom I know to be a top-tier player, against someone who I haven't heard about just yet, but who is proving to be a worthwhile opponent, presumably. There's gonna be Arkaboule as the Oberkommando West OKW forces, starting up with Panzerfusilier, and not only is this the highest ranked match on the ladder, but there's also something truly special to my heart: new commanders. And that doesn't mean new commanders in general, but new commanders to me that I've never seen before. Unfortunately, they have locked theirs in already. I've just seen them in the pre-game loadout, so no new commanders anyway. Rip my game plan, because I have spec'd for a brief moment. I got a glimpse of a British Forces Lend-Lease commander whom I've never seen in game before, but he didn't appear to get picked. Instant lock-ins already. Arkaboule has spec'd into Grand Offensive Doctrine, which is probably, out of the three that he had, this is the most meta, because he also had Feuersturm, which is a different beast altogether. But this is a very standard one, because it comes with late game potential. All it's missing is a big call-in, or a big munitions dump. But it has the Tiger Commando Tiger 6 Kampfwagen. It's got the Panzer Commander, which is just good at general upgrade on pretty much everything. Infrared STGs, which are questionable upgrades for the whatchamacallit, the Tier 4 infantry, the Obersoldaten, and Panzerfusiliere, which are very versatile units. So, whoa, up to 3 squads of Panzerfusiliere. Okay, now we're cooking. And 4 infantry sections for IncaUna, so there's not going to be any teching anytime soon. Okay, that is very interesting. This is a build I've never seen before. I see Soviets go, like, mass conscripts, 4 or 5 squads of conscripts, but I've never seen the British forces do this. And the commanders in question here appear to be, ooh, nice yellow cover. Commander Regiment, very momentum based, very skill based as well, because the commander, the commando squad is a very fragile, very particularly played unit that is amazing if it does what it's supposed to. If it doesn't, that's an entirely different story. Then it usually just falls flat on its face. Yeah, this is catching the German player off guard. Arkaboule is not gonna know which fire to put out first. He's got a couple fires to fight here. Hope he brought his hose. Oh, the first Mills bomb already? Are you serious? Instant nade tech as well from IncaUna. Okay, not taking any prisoners here. This is a full-scale retreat from the German forces on all fronts. Complete demolition in the early game by a British player, no less. He hasn't lost a single model just yet. Almost wiped the Sturmpiles, almost wiped the Panzerfusilier squad, bled 2 others severely dry. This has caught Arkaboule off guard in a big way. Yeah, med supplies. You want those med supplies, buddy. Give out some med supplies. Oh wow, this is gonna be a triple cap established immediately. This is gonna be green cover positions pretty much everywhere. And this is so cool. He was building those sandbags through the house. That is I don't know if it's actually a glitch, but it has something to do with the spacing of the unit. Very useful anyway. And now all the Tommies are behind green cover. And for those of you who are unaware, oh, you can't get in there, buddy. Good luck. Not only do the British forces gain the regular cover bonus, but in addition, they also gain a bonus to their accuracy when they're garrisoned behind green cover. And yeah, plenty of garrisons in this map, plenty of sandbags being deployed as well. Mills bomb does not connect, but forces a retreat. Man, what a savage line of play. Those Tommies up close, probably still gonna win. Yeah, with the Mills bomb, definitely gonna win against the Panzerfusiliere until there is a second squad joining the fray. Okay, those Sturmpioniere. Mills bomb connecting. Yep, so this is retreat for retreat being forced, but triple cap that definitely favors the British player, who is now also up to a squad of Royal Engineers. Probably gonna start looking into Minesweepers, because if you're this heavy into infantry, if you're this heavily invested, What can stop you? Concerted infantry vehicle rush, especially considering its infantry sections who don't have access to hard AT or Panzerfaust or any of the likes. Ooh, very low Fusilier squad, but doesn't lose many models. Nice repositioning behind green cover. I gotta say, IncaUna is just playing this so perfectly. He got the momentum, he had the surprise on his side, but he's now capitalizing off of it. Man, also walling off with razor wire, so there's no chance at cover. There is now the 5-man squad upgrade. So this all of this together delays your fuel income by so much, but he is holding double fuel. So he's, even with all those upgrades, even with all this early game tech, he is still on par, basically, with Arkaboule, who is in disarray. This might well be a 10-minute game. Let's see how it pans out. Let's see if Arkaboule sees a way back into this game. And being shut down this hard, I've never seen this before. Panzerfusilier are usually pretty decent in the early game, and they scale well. So, this is not what I was expecting when I was looking at the commander picks here. Yeah, and this is gonna be relatively early and timely commando glider insertion as well. Oh, preemptive nade. Whoa, that does a lot of damage, but only forces a retreat. No models being dropped. I mean, one model. That's fine. That's fine. Repositioning behind green cover. Oh, Sturmgewehre are popping up, at least the first one. First Sturmgewehr is out here. Yep. So that's the first little engagement win. And Arkaboule can take this pocket of the map for himself. Get some German boots on the ground. Also getting 1 VP. Second VP crucially now being connected. Alright. There is enough fuel for a tech from IncaUna. Who's also got the smoke rate operations operation already. And Panzerfusilier haven't been looking good. Lux is coming out. That is a very much needed Lux. Question is this gonna be a reverse sweep where IncaUna is getting caught off guard by a light vehicle rush that he hadn't had on the menu because he was presuming that there was no fuel in the bank just yet? Might well be. Fuel points are being traded. Oh, there was a brief moment where Arkaboule was holding 2 of the fuel points. Yeah, both have access to the smoke rate. It's both on 2 BP, right? Presumably so. 6-man squad upgrade already. Panzerfusilier, man, those things, those units are strong if you can get them to vet up and get them all the upgrades. I think that's a squad leader upgrade, right? Let's check that real quick. Sprint, AT rifle nade, recon package. Yeah. The recon package upgrades their head count by 1 as well. Which is weird, right? That is not what you would expect from a weapons upgrade, but that's actually the way it works. Retreat being sounded regardless. Most of the German roster is now back in base reinforcing, but they've got a Lux to hold the line. This might be one of those times. Okay, there's a quarter pounder. That's smart. This might be one of those times where the Royal Engineers want to grab a whatchamacallit, Piat. Yeah, he's waiting behind. Oh, that's so smart. He's waiting behind the garrison. Ooh, gets a vehicle grenade. Very smart. Great play. Just wait in ambush, and the Panzer II Lux is now stricken. Can't move too much forward. There's an MG, understandably. That would be my natural gut reaction if I saw the infantry waves coming at me, like it's China. That feels like China Inf in Command & Conquer Generals. If you have ever played this game. Oh, fuel is disconnected for a brief moment, but that's fine. Reconnected, triple cap being established, 10 minutes deep. We're already seeing a 300 point, like 200 point discrepancy. Down to 300 points is Arkaboule, who has found himself on the receiving end. However, those 2 squads have found themselves on the receiving end of the NG32 arc, 42 arc. Oh, he's staying to trade. Whoa, that is a hell of a low health squad on both sides, but both get away scot-free at the end of the day. Veterans is starting to pop on some of those Panzerfusiliere, so not too bad. The quarter pounder can't get another shot in. The line of sight is blocked. Yep, needs to reposition here, and the Royal Engineers are definitely not well equipped enough to hold the line. But fortunately, the Panzerzweilux can't give chase right now. And that is quite a low 6-pounder already. Needs to get back to base for reinforcements, and that is now the window for the German player to strike. Apparently I was wrong about those bushes. I thought they would block line of sight and thus the firing arc, but they do not. TIL. I mean, there are so many TILs for me in Company of Heroes 2 that... yeah. That is the first time we're seeing this site. This is usually a traditional British thing where most of your roster is compacted in your base. Sitting back. But many people have asked, aren't the British underperforming in 1v1s? And the way I see it is that not necessarily. They just have an easier time falling behind, but if they stay on par, they can still wreck face. They just have an easier time wiping completely, which is what we want to avoid at all cost. Gets out of the firing arc just barely. This is a very nicely positioned MG34. Jeez, can't talk anymore today. There's so much going on. Action all across the front lines. Infantry section being suppressed. Whoa, was it an attack round? No, it wasn't. And the MG34 has been thoroughly flanked. Most of the Germans have to give way. AT gun repositioning. There is now... Oh, wow. Going straight into... That looks like a crocodile, but it can't be. That's too early for a crocodile. Come on. Also, this commander doesn't have access to crocodile in the first place, so it's a Churchill. It's just that I don't know the chassis too well. Apparently a chassis it is. Yeah, Raketenwerfer, so the German player has smelt what the Rock has been cooking up. Definitely, this is a timing window for a heavy tank to come out. Considering your opponent has had a large share of the map. A more than average sized margin of the map. A little bit of field control getting back into the Germans' favor, but this is about to change with the advent of this unit. Cromwell gun tank. There it is. It's not a Churchill, it's the Cromwell. Right. Smoke shells, this is so useful. Low cooldown, hell yeah. I specifically have to point that out. Tank commander here as well. British forces get access to tank commander, that is so useful. Immediate retreat here, and the Cromwell rumbling on through. Trying to take some Germans out. Ooh, whiffing. The main gun on the Cromwell, like, this thing is not an elegantly designed tank, but it is a very efficient one. And the main gun on that thing is scary. It is very inaccurate. Does he want to stay in trade for a Faust? Probably. Oh, he doesn't even have a Faust, does have 18 nades, but it is functionally the same thing. Blowing up the cover here, I think there was a sapper demo charge, right? Pyrotechnic supplies? No. They don't have that. Which engineer unit am I thinking of? There is an engineer unit that can blow up cover, but I think it is the Royal Engineers. Maybe I'm just mistaken. Yeah, the Cromwell for the time being is definitely going to be the big ticket for IncaUna. Supplies fairly, like, considering the situation, the supply cap is fairly even. Interesting. Whoa, Cromwell reversing here. That is an awkward position for it. But, oh, get some crushes as well. At least one. So one thing I definitely see from players is that you want to stop, as soon as your tank is about to fire, you want to stop them to get the full accuracy bonus. But I guess when you're on the chase, it doesn't matter that much. You're just out for blood. You just want to push as much damage as possible into this. Ooh, running headfirst into the Raketenwerfer. Ooh, getting barely out of arc before the second one connects. Smoke shell has been fired as well. That is a very dense concentration. Oh, commando glider insertion. Or is it? Yep, it's coming. It's coming. Straight into the back lines. Hell yeah. Gonna throw a demo charge, whatever it's called, light gamma bomb. That thing is called light gamma bomb. Trust me, that's a misnomer. This thing is... if it connects, it is a really, really good grenade. Has basically no warning time. Oh, another nade on the way out. So those commandos haven't had like the most impressive run thus far, but it's just been good enough to almost dislocate the MG. And at least get his Cromwell out safely. Horsa glider is about to get explodified. That is par for the course. Oh, it doesn't give any XP. Sorry, if you hear the beeping, that's my dishwasher. My apologies, I can't turn it off right now. Alright, back in base is the crumble, just being fixed up by the Royal Engineer squad, of which there is only one, so this is gonna take a while. Royal Engineers on Vet 0 or Vet 1 are not the fastest units at repairing. Honestly, this has been kind of lucky for the German player that he hasn't been overrun completely. Or maybe just a really well-positioned units as well. Especially the MG34 team has been a thorn in IncaUna's side. This grenade? Okay. It's not been the lethal rifle. Oh, right! That is one of the downsides of the Fusiliere. They don't have access to those crazy Stiel... what's it called? Stielsprengranate? Whatever. Anyway, the scary one. The one that basically has no warning time. That flares up for like half a second before it goes off. Again, finding itself under arc of the Raketenwerfer. Kind of unlucky. So all the move-outs from the tank have been predicted correctly. Ooh, and the machine gun as well. Might be a time for the smoke shell to be deployed. Let's see. Okay, the commandos. They're hunting. They're stalking. They're going in like brawlers this time around. So no covert operations, no stealth. Okay. Still managed to force the retreat. And this in turn is gonna clue the Cromwell in. He is gonna be here to stay. He is gonna be here to take some crowds out. And the arc on the MG34. It's so crazy. It even has those two units. Oh, it's double MG34, of course. Still, oh, nade connects. Whoa, that is a wipe. Might even be able to be repurposed. That would be a steal. That would be quite literally a steal. He has to wait for the suppression to wear off because you can't capture team weapons as long as there's suppression out and about. Out comes the quarter pounder repositioning. Should have that thing in arc, right? That was kind of a misfire with the arc. Weird. Uh-oh. Can he? No, he definitely cannot get a wipe. This is gonna be dangerous times for the looks. But there is a Raketenwerfer to back him up. Oh! Looks goes down on, that's a problem, but maybe he can salvage the 34 at least. Yep, that's the MG34 being taken safely. And I don't think the grenade can connect. Yeah, immediate retreat, fallback order has come down. Man, lots of infantry sections being thrown into the meat grinder. But at least the retreat has been forced. The second MG34 is probably gonna have to yield in just a second. Yield or get yeeted by the Cromwell. That was a good nade. I didn't think they would have the... I thought the suppression would have kicked in, but no. Apparently not. 9 kills on the Cromwell. That is a moderate degree of success at least. Raketenwerfer still in arc. Man, the Raketenwerfer positioning has been so good. 2 of those things out and about. And have found some really good hits on basically everything. Everything spotted and bruised. German forces are on the resurgence here. Gonna be out with 4 squads of Panzerfusiliere. I just want to commend the fact that have been basically no wipes. And also, this is one thing about British Forces faction. Why is it so hard to keep them alive in the early to mid game? Look at the squad count for Arkaboule and look at the squad count for IncaUna. Squad count is so much lower, but he has more pop cap. So just your units have a lot of pop cap and a lot of bang for the buck, which is cool. But if you lose even one of your units, it can be really bad news. Whoa, that was a Mills bomb and a half though. Taking a chunk out of the Panzerfusiliere. Hammer tactics have been unlocked, so that's tier 4. And the hammer tactics are like the more aggressive style. There's hammer and anvil, aptly named. Ooh, one of the Panzerschrecks missing. So Panzerfusiliere are so versatile, especially due to this. They can be upgraded with a multitude of different weaponries. Oh, one of the Panzerschrecks being dropped. One of them is the Panzerschreck. And that makes it pretty useful against heavily armored units. Whoa, the trouble got low. Didn't notice how low it was. But there's a Panzerschreck up for grabs. So it's gonna be good. I don't think you can get more than 2 weapon slots, right? So the Panzerfusiliere already have 2 Sturmgewehre, so they can't pick up the Panzerschreck. And neither can the Raketenwerfer for what it's worth. That would be awkward. Okay, the MG34 got blown up. As well as the Raketenwerfer. Jeez. That was the commandos. Yeah. Solid. Good hustle. Have been really well utilized this game. So this is going to be a devastating blow. There's an MG34 now on IncaUna's roster. As well as presumably a Raketenwerfer if he can get a squad over there. Oh, no, he's rather just waiting with the commandos. Waiting in ambush for someone to claim it. Nope. Blows it up with the quarter pounder. Man, what a line of play. This is why I love Company of Heroes 2. Alright, Cromwell almost patched up. I mean, it doesn't have the most impressive score track record here. Panzerfusilier with the 6-man upgrade and with the recon package, they're just so good. MG34 is back online. Can they get into the garrison? Oh no, they're getting behind heavy cover. That also makes sense. And the garrison? Oh yeah, the garrison's so low. That would not have been a good call. Fallback being forced by virtue of the grenade, which was it called? Model 24, or stick grenade. Nice ambush from the commandos, again, from stealth, popping in and out. Weaving in and out here, and with the Sten guns, man, they're really deadly up close. Ooh, Mills bomb. No, not a Mills bomb, the... You know what I'm talking about. Light gammon. It's the light gammon. Wait. Oh, those tracer rounds, like... Those tracer shots that leave a trace, that is the traditional... Ooh, this could be a squad wipe. Yep. No Panzerschreck being dropped, but the first big squad wipe of the game outside of team weapons. Okay. And that clues the Trommel in towards marching forward, being brave, being bold, being brazen. Ooh, Gunner gets dropped here as well, right in front of every single unit of IncaUna. I think that's it. 22 minutes. What a game. And this just goes to show, I mean, probably there's a bit of a skill discrepancy here because Arkaboule has played this super well, but IncaUna is one of the top dogs, so it's probably pretty hard to get him to beat him. But you can see, even skill gap notwithstanding, that there is room for the for British forces to be really effective even in 1v1s. Just goes to prove a point, and all you need to do, it's fairly easy. Just keep your units alive. Now, don't look at me, I'm not the expert, I'm not keeping units alive, I'm not good at that. I'm not good at this game at all, but I highly enjoy casting it. And I hope you have enjoyed watching this. So we're gonna go into the post-game lobby and check some statistics out. Hell yeah. Let's do some research and some statistics. Let's get some good old quantitative data in for the statisticians amongst you, such as myself. Man, I'm just glad I'm not a math teacher. Otherwise, every single word of mine with regards to that would be scrutinized. So let's check this. Yeah, it's been a pretty good run for the Panzer II Lux until it met its demise by the hand of the Cromwell and a quarter pounder to the face. And I honestly have to say that commandos didn't look too impressive at first. Okay, the damage is actually in favor of Arkaboule. And if you take a look here, highly ranked. This symbol, by the way, means that they have dropped out of the game at minute 22. Yeah, but hasn't killed many units. So, pretty good. Impressive stats on the Panzerfusilier, despite them being outgunned and outmatched in the early game. Yeah, and this crazy opener, 4 infantry sections. That was insane. Commandos didn't look too good on paper, but they did their job. They just blew up the backline units. And crucially, got a Raketenwerfer on the tail end, as well as an MG34. I think that's what tipped the scales. From there on out, overrunning was on the menu. Also, the quarter pounder never dying and just inflicted so much damage. Yeah. At the end of the day, Cromwell was just a solid frontline unit. Horsa Glider, shame on you. I mean, it was a bit aggressive. Let's not lie. Anyway, thank you for watching. More Company of Heroes on the way, and in open array terms, there is RHL Season 10 on the menu. I'm planning on covering every single match I can get my hands on. It's gonna be good times. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. 5 Aces, out.